All right, what is up, my fellow wet shavers? Gents, how's it going? I know it's been a little bit since I've been around, but I had to get away for a weekend to go watch my Bucs stomp the crap out of the Niners, 30-19. Such an awesome game, such a good time. We were a house divided. My wife is a 49ers fan, so she still had a good time. She took it on the chin like a champ. But anyway, so here I am. I'm back at it, and I figured I'd try and get you guys a little shave in because I got a bunch of the stuff in from while I was gone, and I'm going to be leaving again here in a couple of days to head to Texas for the Formula One race, the US Grand Prix, this weekend in Austin. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to try, fingers crossed, to make it to the Texas Shavers meetup as well, since that's going to be pretty much, well, I mean, it's in the area. So if I can make it, I will definitely try. And if I see you there, awesome. I hope you can make it too. So, speaking of all the good stuff that I got in the mail, I got a bunch of stuff from Sterling. Like I said, fall is one of my favorite seasons for wet shaving, and I love all the fragrances, the spicy, woody, all that kind of cinnamon, appley, pumpkiny, cardamom, clove, frankincense, all that kind of stuff. Like fall and winter are, the darker scents, the woodier scents are kind of my jam. So I got a bunch of stuff in from Sterling, and I got something in well, I have it's out for delivery today, but I got Razor Emporium's fall set that's coming in, and I got PA. I got something from PA coming in as well. I guess I'm guessing it's Malboge, whichever one. Douglas can't even seem to make up his mind on what to call it, but I'm gonna call it Malboge. That's what I call it. So that's coming, and but something in particular, my main man Doug from Doug Lane from Adopted Acres, awesome guy. If you're new to the channel, definitely go out and check out Adopted Acres. If you go back and look at my other videos of his, I always wax poetically on what a great guy him and his wife are, what they do, everything. It's just so awesome. Adopted Acres, and he makes a killer soap. One of my favorite soap bases. I mean, it's Adopted Acres, Subtle Art, First Line Shave. Those are all. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement, HCC, Vanulay. Those are all my favorites, and so Doug is a favorite of mine. And he was kind enough to send me a set of Pumpkin Sandalwood Noir. Man, I gotta say, this stuff, and here's the splash. This stuff is awesome. I like the sprayer on it. So, off the tub, I'll go ahead and tell you. Off the tub, it smells very, very nice. Sometimes Doug with Adopted Acres, I talked to him or whatever, and he said that he's getting it dialed in. He's still tweaking his Grand Champion base as we speak, so he's getting it all dialed in. But sometimes you can get a little bit of the funkiness from the tallow or whatnot, and it's so, and a lot of times for me. If I want to get a true representation of the fragrance off of his soap tubs, I will pop the top and I'll let it sit for 3, 4, 5 minutes or something like that, and kind of let it air out, and then get my nose on it. But with this, and he also told me it's the same thing with Summit Trail. I think that's the name, isn't that the name? Summit. The collaboration that he's got going on with Alex Marshall Made. They have a collaboration. He told me also with that he's been getting it dialed in to where that kind of funkiness smell to it is gone, but he's still curious about how it performs. So I'll definitely be giving a detailed review on the actual performance of the soap base. But off the tub, this is a solid 50 proof on the Tennessee whiskey proof scale, where 0 is the worst and 100 is the best. 50 proof. And it smells very nice. It is like a spicy, creamy, vanilla-y, woody, leathery. I get leather the most out of this, but it's very nice. The way the sandalwood, the vanilla, the clove, and the leather. I mean, to me, the leather is the most predominant, but the pumpkin that's in there, it all kind of mellows each other out, but the leather really sticks through. So if you like your leather scents, then Sandalwood Pumpkin Noir is going to be for you for sure. All right. So as far as the gear I'm going to be using, so you know that I'm going to be rocking the Adopted Acres today for the review. Thank you again, Doug and Kara of Adopted Farms, for supporting my channel, and I love to support you guys as well. So, uh, Doug is a straight shaver, and this is a straight shave Saturday, and I have been busy, so I haven't been on the stones yet to try and figure out those slate stones that I got, and I just love it. So I'm gonna rock the Titleist again with the I think this is gonna be the seventh use feather super professional blade, and I'm gonna use here also for my matchy as well. I'm gonna use my Turning by Tans. He made me a brush handle, kind of a custom job. And I picked up, he ended up, drilling the wrong size brush knot hole for one of the handles. But he had, he had a couple of pores or whatever. But so he drilled this one for 28 like I wanted, but he ended up drilling the other one for 30. But I told him to let me see them both, and I'm gonna send the other one to my brother, so that way I'm getting him into wet shaving, and I'm getting ready to send him a big old piff box. So that's gonna be really cool. So he's gonna have a matching brush, so maybe me and him can get a brother shave on. So, but yeah, the orange, you get it. Look at the way that thing just kind of glows in the light and it shimmers, man. The copper. I thought, that was the orange and the coppery is matched very, very well. So that is what we'll be rocking. All right. All right. As far as the sales page for Pumpkin Sandalwood Noir, says here, Pumpkin Sandalwood Noir is a 4-ounce shave soap from Adopted Acres in Asheville, Ohio. Step into the shadows of fall with Pumpkin Sandalwood Noir, a hauntingly warm and seductive twist on a pumpkin scent. This handcrafted shave soap captures the cozy comfort of autumn nights, where flickering lantern light meets the rich glow of a barn's wooden beams. The scent opens with a creamy pumpkin accord blend from two artisan fragrance oils, one spicy and one nostalgic. Or sorry, one spicy and nostalgic, the other smooth and dessert-like. Beneath the sweetness, a refined heart of sandalwood and soft amber adds sophistication, while smoky undertones of leather embers, charred cedar, and a wisp of smoked oud ground the fragrance in a rustic darkness. It's not your typical pumpkin spice, it's pumpkin refined for the gentleman. Our luxury artisan our luxurious artisan base delivers a dense, creamy lather with outstanding cushion, glide, and post-shave feel, leaving your skin soft, hydrated, and ready for a face crisp autumn. Your face to, man, it's been a long day. I just got back, so bear with me. Leaving your skin soft, hydrated, and ready to face crisp autumn mornings. And so the scent profile, it has scent notes of spiced pumpkin, toasted vanilla, clove. That's the top notes, with heart notes of sandalwood, creamy woods, amber, with base notes of smoked cedar, leather, oud, and embers. So there's your scent notes right now, or right there. But it's definitely the oud. I mean, I'm your dude of oud, man. I love me some oud. The way that oud and everything kicks in there, it smells very, very nice. And I've got the splash on already, so I'll be able, when I do the splash, I'll be able to tell you about the dry down afterwards. But let me get my face wet for the lather, and we'll get rocking. Oh yeah, and this has a G5C knot that I have loaded into it. I think I would have liked to put a pure bliss knot in there, but I'm all fresh out. So G5C it is. G5C is still a fine, fine knot. Let's see. I'm gonna do more in there. I'm probably way overloading the brush, but we'll see how it goes. Face nice and wet. Oh yeah, that smells so good. That smells so nice. I'm gonna make this I may or may not. Oh, I may have loaded this knot a little too deep in this brush handle. Might not be a good face lather brush. It doesn't seem to want to splay very well. We'll get it though. Look at that. This thing's making crazy foam. The lather's just flinging off my brush right now. Yeah, Doug. So far, so good, man. Your lather is still doing awesome. Super thirsty. It's taking a lot of water. Nothing wrong with that though. But it is coming along very nice. Oh yeah, very, very nice. Look at that, guys. A little bit of agitation and boom. We got about 2 days worth of growth. Or I was supposed to get in last night from the game, or well, from Florida. And of course, our flight got delayed an hour and something. We had an hour and 40-minute layover, scheduled. So we ended up missing our connecting flight. Had to stay the night in Atlanta before being able to come home to Memphis. So we were supposed to get in last night around 10 o'clock, 10, 11, 11 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock. Yeah, we didn't get in today until, we didn't get in today until about 10 o'clock. So, and of course they put us up in a crappy motel, couldn't hardly sleep. So, but here we are, we made it. But it was a good time, man. It was always a good time. I love going down there. It's a tradition that we do. All right, here we go. Stretch the skin. Let's begin. But it's a tradition that I've been doing since 2010. Of course, there's been a couple of years here and there where I haven't been able to make it, like COVID or something like that. But for the most part, man, every year, I've gone down there for a Bucs game with my old military buddy Larry. And here in the last couple of years, we've made it to where our wives and everything kind of like that come. And I got another buddy, Brent, who moved down to Florida a few years ago. So he just started going. Him and his wife started going last year as well. So it was just such a good time. And of course, when the Bucs win, which they usually do whenever I go down there, there's only been a couple of times that I've been down there and they've lost. I will say, however, last year the Bucs did lose to the Niners by a field goal. But my man Baker Mayfield, man, he's something special this year. He is putting on a clinic, dude. He is going to be the MVP this year, I think. Oh yeah, Doug. Yeah, this soap is just fine, phenomenal, man. It's more than I mean, it's more than fine. You know what I mean? This stuff is good. I don't think you don't have anything to worry about with what you're doing. The slickness is there. The Teddy is just mowing everything down. Of course, half of that's the razor and half of that's the. In my experience, that's the way it goes. It's 50% razor and 50%, lather, shaving cream. And of course, a skill goes in there. But I mean, like, as far as like what you're using wise, gear and, hardware and software, if you want to put 100% ratio in there, your shave is going to be based off of what, your hardware that you use and your software. And if you use a crappy shave soap, you're going to have a crappier shave, no matter how good of a razor you use. And if you use an awesome shave soap with a crappy razor, well, then, no matter what, it's going to. So for me, I think of it as like a 50-50. You use a great razor with a great shave soap. And then boom, the magic happens, and you get a great shave. So yeah, if you guys like these darker, smokier scents, you know, the fall fragrances like I do, like oud, you know, full of oud, sandalwood, cedar. You know, and of course Doug, he said he put smoked oud in here too, so really brings out the smoke. Uh, it's very nice. This is a great way to come back home from a long trip, you know, where I was stuck overnight somewhere in some shithole, essentially. You know, this is a great way to decompress. All right, let me rinse off, get the face wet again, and go back for round two. All right, here we go. Yeah, well, this brush is a good matchy, and I like the brush. And trust me, it has nothing to do with the handle or the knot. I think I just the knot. I think for the knot is set too deep for a good face lather. It just doesn't splay very well. So I think I will have to start finding a different brush. Or I don't know. Even though it's a synthetic, maybe next time I'll actually soak it, see if that makes a difference. Well, in my opinion, it doesn't make much difference. But who knows? I could be wrong. I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna add water this way. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. Nice. Well, I could work this in way more and start getting a much thicker lather. But for me, for what I got going on, yeah, the peaks, that's what you want. After my first pass, I don't need that much lather on. I'd just be wasting it if I just made a Santa's beard. But look at how it glistens and shines. That's what you want. And it stays nice and thick. Yeah, Doug. So far, so good. I'm just gonna do a two-pass shave today. So I still got stuff I gotta do. Sorry, I'm getting quiet. Left hand makes me concentrate more. I'm just really enjoying the shave. Oh man, I forgot. I just remembered. Man, I'll try and do it for next time. But Joe Dean from Subtle Art Shave Company, he just did his first straight razor shave or whatever, all left-handed. And I was gonna do this in solidarity with him, and then I totally forgot. So my next straight razor shave, I will try to remember, and I'm gonna do it all left-handed. So be ready for an hour-long shave that day. But it's all good. I need to use my left hand more. I need to get more comfortable with it. Even though I've been doing this for a while, a lot of times it still just feels awkward with my left hand. As soon as I transfer to the right, everything just gets so much easier. Oh yeah. So I've learned straight razors. I'm telling you, if you guys ever pick up straight razor shaving, it will make your DE shaving so much better. So I've learned. I used to think that I would need to apply more pressure to get my lip to still stay still, But I've found that if you just can find the right angle and just use the slightest pressure, you know what I mean? You just got to find that right amount of pressure and the right angle, and you can shave your upper lip no problem with, with no irritation. You just got to find the right way. You just got to find it. And keep your skin wet. Yep. Of course, I still need practice with my left hand. I still, it's not the same as with my right. All right, guys. So nice two-pass shave has got me BBS. So I'm gonna end it here, and we'll get to the best part of the shave and my final thoughts. All right, and we're back. Got the moneymaker all cleaned up and ready for the best part of the shave. So here we go. Give it a little shaky shake. Yeah, that's way too small already. But again, this is a aftershave splash. Doug sends his splashes with a spray bottle, or you can swap it out for if you prefer to, actually put it in your hand and splash it. I like to spray. Good. Mm. Yeah, as always. And Doug's splashes always feel super good on the skin. Oh, yeah. A little bit of a bracing, from the alcohol, perfumer's alcohol. But believe me, it's nothing to be scared of. It feels actually very nice. The burn is very, very subtle. Mm, yeah. The way this thing transforms on your face, from when you first put it on, it's true. I mean, like the sales page really does a great job of describing it. It transforms from like a creamy, vanilla pumpkin, and then it's like you're walking through a barn with the wood and the cedar, the sandalwood, a little spiciness from the clove, but that charred cedar really comes through. Mm. I think there might be like a little hay note or something in there as well that he didn't put in. But I mean, you get like that. You just get kind of like that farm, like walking through a barn kind of vibe to it. The wood, just the wood, really pronounced. And the oud, very, very nice. Mm, yeah, and then the leather starts kicking through. All very nice. And then, yeah, 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 it is very nice. Yeah, like the grass. He's got grass. I'm telling you, I smell grass. Grass or hay, something like that, is in here as well. Maybe I don't know if maybe that's from the pumpkin flesh. I don't know. I don't know if it's pumpkin flesh that he has in it, or from the pumpkin. But it almost has maybe like a grassy kind of pumpkin fleshy kind of smell to it. It keeps transforming and evolving. It's very nice. But when it does finish drying down, it dries down in a nice, very masculine, woody, um, earthy kind of darker, oody kind of fragrance to it. Leather. I think if you like your leather scents, like Tom Ford leather or something like stronger than, stronger with you leather, something along those lines, you'd like it. It's very nice. I mean, it is. It's very nice. It's very elegant. See, now it's like now it's like I smell like I'm walking through like a leather shop. It went from, like walking through a barn predominantly. Now I'm like in one of those, um, like a barn style leather shop where, everything is made out of wood. It's still got the wood pillars and the walls are wooden. Everything's wood, and it's got, leather boots and all that stuff there. Now all that stuff is coming through. It's very good, very very good. I love it, man. This stuff is good, man. The Pumpkin Sandalwood Noir, very very good. So yeah, so on to the review, I guess. So I always get my wife's thoughts on these fragrances that I like to put on my skin, and so I asked my wife what she thought. When I first did my spritz, what I told you about for a little while ago to get the dry down, I let her take a whiff of it, and she says that she gives it a 50 proof. So on the Tennessee Wifey proof scale, the wifey gives it a 50 proof. She thinks that it's okay. She's not really big on fall scents usually, pumpkin and stuff like that. She does. Cinnamon, she'll be like okay with, or whatnot, but she's not really big on pumpkin, and I don't think she likes leather. She likes the brighter, more fresh, clean, citrusy kind of fragrances. So this isn't necessarily in her wheelhouse, but she says that she doesn't mind me smelling like this either. So she doesn't not like it, and she doesn't like it. She's like 50-50. She says it's okay. It's okay for her. Now for me, on the Tennessee whiskey proof scale, I give Pumpkin Sandalwood. Oh, I thought the lid was on. Pumpkin Sandalwood Noir. I give Pumpkin Sandalwood Noir on the Tennessee whiskey proof scale 75 proof. I like it. It's good. I like the way that it keeps transforming. It goes from, a sweet, you know, creamy, vanilla-y, kind of pumpkin-y fragrance up front. And then you can start really smelling the woods and whatnot and the fragrance. And then the leather kind of kicks in. And then like, I can move and I can get like a little whiff of leather and wood, or leather and cedar and oud. It's very nice. And clove, you know what I mean? Like, you get, I mean, that little spiciness from the clove is always there. And the vanilla is still there too. And then so, and it's all starting to kind of blend. But, you can definitely pick up the leather, more than anything to me. But it is a great fragrance. I like it. So I say definitely try and get it, guys. And this is Doug's, I believe it's Doug's first, like kind of uh, like fall lineup kind of thing. He did the Sanderson trio, and now he's got the Pumpkin Sandalwood Noir. So I mean he's starting to kind of put out like a fall lineup. So this would definitely be a good pickup for that. So if you like the fall stuff like I do, definitely check out Pumpkin Sandalwood Noir. The soap base is great. I mean, the way my skin feels right now from the soap, it feels very, very nice, very hydrated, smooth, supple. Feels very good. Same thing with the splash. The splash is very, you know, rejuvenative. It feels good on your skin. It helps fight off any kind of irritation that you may have got from the shave. But if you used Pumpkin Sandalwood Noir, chances are you probably didn't have any to begin with. So it just amplifies, the feeling of the good shave that you got. And, it just makes your skin feel very good, very soft, very, very supple, healed, hydrated. All right, fellas. On that note, so again, if I'm not able to get around to making any more content other than this video between now and next week, I apologize. But we'll probably be leaving Thursday or whatever for the the Formula One race. Today is Tuesday, so I'm making this straight shave Saturday on Tuesday, and so I'll probably be leaving Thursday to drive to Austin with my buddy from work, and then we're gonna be staying there at the race. I got a campsite or whatever there on the infield of the racetrack at COTA. It's called COTA Circuit of the Americas. So we'll be staying there and doing whatever. But yeah, so if I'm not able to make any stuff for you guys, I apologize. But once I get back, I'll be right back to it again. So I hope you guys are having a great life and a good week. I hope everything is going your way. I hope nothing but the best for everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting. If you're just new to this or just watching, if you like what you see and you want to support, feel free to throw a subscribe and a thumbs up down there. It's always nice to get the positive feedback that I'm doing something good. And so on that note, fellas, I hope your October is going well. I hope you're enjoying the startup of the fall season as things cool off, and yeah, getting ready for Halloween. On that note, the wet shaving community is the best community. Be happy, be positive. Happy shave, gents, and I will catch you on the next one.